Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, and cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, they'll run with White. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. On play action, Vick. Throws on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. First down, here's White. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go right back to White here on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second down, it's White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Cunningham sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cunningham. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Cunningham. Breaks a tackle. Eluding the pressure right. And Ingram holds it in. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cunningham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, DrEwSkyBoOsKy. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 6-0 our score after 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Vic readies to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let... And this will be caught at the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic... Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. To throw on second down, Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, here's Cunningham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's White. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. There's Michael Vick. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's White. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Vikings! James White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, that'll be caught by Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 37. Cunningham to throw. He's such nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. James White, 82 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. On third down, Vic out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Stepping up, he's going to... Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect.
Giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 6. Vic. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw, Vic. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Touchdown, Packers! Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. James White, 68 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Randall dropping the hammer. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cunningham looking to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 24. On 3rd down, a run from White. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Mike Michael Vick airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. He may try and run for this. Michael Vick, he's going to go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes the heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Would should just about put a capper on this game. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
In the game in this lap.